Hello everyone. As we all know, exams are coming and students are worried due to that. It is because many students wish to achieve good marks in the exam. So if you are one of those whose exams are near and still you wish to ace the exam, then trust us, this video is going to change your life. It is because in this video, we are going to give you some proven tips that I have personally used and I have passed the exam with flying grades. I personally call this method a secret method of studying because if you employ these tips, you will be able to clear the portion in few days. We know you must be thinking, what are those secret tips? So let me tell you, there are some methods which are backed by many scientists, and according to them, if many students imply those tips in their life, then he or she can achieve high grades in the class. If you want to know what those tips are, then do watch this video till the end. So let's get started. Tip number 1. Time management. When too little time is left, the first thing you must focus on is time management. Your fate in the exam depends on how well you manage your time. So ensure you give the required amount of time to each subject based on your proficiency and the vastness of the syllabus. One way to plan your study could be to start preparing for exams in the reverse order. That is, first prepare for the last exam such that you start preparing for the first exam about 1 week before the date. Tip number 2. Previous year question papers will turn your life. If you really wish to score good marks in the exam, then you should be aware of the format of the question paper and you should be aware of marks weightage of each chapter. So, to get an idea, try solving sample papers and previous year's question papers. These papers are easily available at the bookstore in the market. Buy some sample papers and 5 years previous papers and try to solve them. While solving those papers, check for the questions which are repeated and also look out for the chapters from which the majority of the questions have been asked. This will give you a clear idea of which chapters are important and which are less important. So, do apply this tip and start solving papers from today only. Tip number 3. Use 3R technique. If you really wish to score good marks in the exam, then use the 3R technique. In this technique, at first, you would have to read the information. Don't just read, but highlight the important points in the answer. After that, start reciting the information because reciting helps to put the information into your long-term memory. Due to that, you are able to retain the information for a longer period of time. Once done, write the information in your own words. And the last step to this technique is review. Means review what all things you have to read and recite it. Doing this will help you to understand the information and it will fix it in a long-term memory. Tip number 4. Make brief notes and use sticky notes. Making brief notes has been very helpful in preparing for the board examinations. So, always note down and make precise notes from the textbooks and from your class lessons. While making brief notes, try writing it in simple language. Also, don't forget to highlight important headings and formulae in the notes because doing this will help you to find it easily when needed. Also, it will help you to during your revisions. For added advantage, you can write formulae and different answers on a sticky note and you can stick them on your wall or near your study table. Because having a look at the sticky notes every now and then will help you to store the information in the long-term memory. And this will help you to recall the information quickly during the exam. Tip number 5. Don't have too much on a plate. If you wish to score good marks in the exam, then you will have to stay away from the stress and you will have to study productively. So, be clear in your mind and do not pressurize yourself to cover things which are beyond your reach. For that, set realistic targets for a day and try to accomplish those. Never try to study everything in a single day. Instead, focus on important chapters and try to study those chapters in detail. So pick up 2 or 3 subjects and pick up a topic or 2 from each and go into the depths of the topics instead of skimming 6 to 7 topics in a single day. Doing this will help you to grasp the information quickly. Tip number 6. Follow a proper schedule. If you want to score good grades in the board exam, then you will have to maintain a balance between your life and studies. Most of the students start studying for long hours when the exams are near. Due to that, they fall sick and because of that, they fall behind. So, Sleep early, get up early in the morning, have a proper breakfast, proper lunch and proper dinner. Also, avoid oily and junk food. Instead, consume leafy vegetables and brain food to boost your memory. Doing all these activities will refresh your mind and will help you to stay productive during the study sessions. Tip number 7. Don't wait for the end. Many students usually make one common mistake, and that is that they leave some topics or some important questions for the end. Trust me, personally, I also used to do this, but this is not effective because this habit will create a pressure on you at the end or at the revision time. So try to cover all the topics and answers before 15 days of examination. Tip number 8. Revision. Remember one thing, do not buy any new book or do not read any new references because it will confuse you and will mess you up and will mess up whatever you have studied. Instead, use the notes which you have made and concentrate on those topics in which you are comparatively weak. Also, to revise effectively, go through the sticky notes you have made and daily have a look at them for at least 3 times a day. Tip number 9. Focus on core material. Study material in a syllabus can be divided into 2 types, that is, the core material and elaborative material. Important principles, theorems, formulas, diagrams and graphs come under core material, whereas examples, quotes and illustrations comes under elaborative material. As much as 80% of the questions asked in an exam are likely to come from the core material. So if you are struggling with unfinished syllabus, concentrate on the core material of the different subjects. So study the question patterns of the last years and make sure you are not spending too much of your time on the topics that are highly unlikely to be asked in the exam. Tip number 10. Mix it up. According to researchers, studying a concept or a topic over and over will decrease your attention and you will start feeling lazy. So to maintain the productivity level, trick your brain by mixing up the subject after every hour or after every 2 hours. Means suppose you are studying geography from last 1 year, then try to mix it up with math or science to maintain the alertiveness, to maintain the attentiveness and interest. Doing this will help you to maintain your concentration level and also help you in retaining the information till the exam. Tip number 11. Read and review it often. According to a research, it has been proven that we forget 70% of what we have learned within 24 hours. Going over new ideas a day after class will help increase retention and comprehension. So, make time each evening for a quick review. Break chapters into sections and review the material at the end of each before moving on. Make notes by summarizing the critical aspects of the reading so you can easily review them without having to reread entire chapters. Bookmark difficult sections to revisit again. Tip number 12. Study before bed. We all know that sleeping is very crucial for our brain and body. But what if we use the sleep for getting good marks in the exam? According to research conducted in USA, studying before bed can be really beneficial. Means when a student sleeps, the information from the short-term memory gets transferred to the long-term memory. Due to that, the brain is able to grasp the information quickly and that information gets stored for a longer period of time. This helps because when you are awake, you learn new things, but when you are asleep, you refine the information that you have studied, which in turn helps to recall it when you need it the most. So, to score good marks in the exam, study before going to bed. Tip number 13. Spaced repetition. Many students don't get good marks in the exam because they don't understand the information properly. If you really want to change your grades, then start spaced repetition. In this technique, at the start, you have to understand and revise the information after 1 hour, 4 hours, and after 1 day. Once you grasp the information, you have to retain it for a longer period of time. For that, you can revise the information after 4 days, 1 week, and then after 4 weeks. This method is very much effective because when you have a look at the material every now and then, you store the information in the long-term memory. So, try this method and score high marks in the exam. So, these were the tips that will help you to ace the exam if few days are left. We guarantee you that if you apply these tips in your life and you study hard, then you will be able to get good marks easily. Also, if you want to know how to increase your concentration level, then do watch this video. Thank you.